of hide and seek. Where do I go from here? Walls are tumbling down, should stay but wanna run so.
Hey guys, my name is Laura and welcome to my very first YouTube video. This is something that I've always wanted to do, but it's been super hard for me to kind of kick myself in the butt to actually do it. But 2019 is different. This is happening and this is just something that I want to do. Now with 2018, the year was pretty hard in the sense of getting my act together. I had what I called a toxic routine. And what that means is that I did not have balance in my day-to-day life on the things that I was doing. I just created negativity within my life, and that's my own fault. And it really impacted my emotional state, my physical state, my mental state throughout 2018. Now it's time to get my shit together. I was in this toxic routine that did not create any substance of positivity within my life at all. All I did was I'd wake up, I worked from home, so right before my shift would start, I'd wake up maybe 5 minutes before then, jump onto my computer, start my day, and then once the day was done, I was too lazy to do anything. I didn't make meals properly. I didn't see the people that I loved. There was nothing in that routine that I did that was for myself. It was all just because I didn't know how to be a human. I didn't know how to live my everyday life. Now in 2019, that's going to be different. This whole channel purpose is to help me get my act together and to figure out what kind of routines work best for me. What are things that I enjoy doing? What are things that I learned that I hate doing? And just really focusing on finding myself. The channel name, Crystal and Dynamite, basically just kind of covers that. With Crystal, it's very calming and trying to find my inner self and my spirituality and my mental state. And then with Dynamite, it's just like still being empowering and just being a boss in what I do. That is just something that I'm very passionate about, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get things rolling. So I figured if I start a YouTube channel to document my journey, my goal is to share my journey along with people who might be feeling the same way. And hopefully somebody, one person out there, can take something from what I'm learning and to implement that in their everyday lives. In order to get my act together, what I decided to do was to create a dump it journal. Now, with this dump it journal, it's not pretty, it's messy. I'm just gonna write stuff down and just use it as a place to let out my emotions, to organize my life, to just kind of get everything in a list so that I know what things that I need to do personally to accomplish these things on the list. So with this dump it journal, the first thing that I really wanted to focus on was my body, my mind, and my soul. I feel like those are the three things that I need in order to create balance within my life.
Looking down the ground.
Time to start manifesting. In the Dump It Journal, the first category that I started focusing on was my body. In 2018, I did not treat my body with respect and I took it for granted. This year, I really want to focus on improving my physical state. In order to organize what I wanted to do, I created a list consisting of creating a workout routine 3 times a week, drinking more water, and finding a family doctor, because God knows the last time I went for a checkup. The biggest thing that I wanted to focus on though is my meals. I do not meal plan at all, and I usually just order out, which is not healthy for my body or my wallet. By creating all these lists of recipes that I want to try and food that I need to purchase, then I just won't be wandering down the aisles of the grocery store throwing food into my cart with no rhyme or reason. I'll be able to figure out what meals that I need for the week to nourish my body so that I'm not just on my phone ordering what looks good for that day.
Cut me.
Next, I want to focus on my mind. With improving my mind, I really wanted to start reading again. Back in 2017, I used to read all the time and then I just kind of stopped. So, what I've been doing is I've been creating lists of books that I really want to read this year, and my goal is to read at least one a month. Last year, I also downloaded the Headspace app for self meditation, but I never actually used it. I suck at self meditating and I can't put myself in that mindset. So I'm hoping to try to use this app again to help teach me how to practice meditating. Another thing that I put on my list is making time for my friends and family. I've been a hermit for the last year and I really need to start pushing myself to go outside and to spend time with the people that I love. Because when you put yourself in that environment of positive people, it helps removes that toxic and negative energy out of your life. Lastly, this year, I really want to purge my things and I want to get rid of those things that I no longer need to help clear up my space. The last category that I want to touch on is the soul. Now, this category is probably the one that's the most important to me because I feel like in the last year I really did lose myself and I really need to try to get my soul back. Something that has helped me tremendously is when I feel anxious is to do a tarot card reading on myself. And this really helps add clarity to my feelings. So to start off with 2019, I did a body, mind, and soul tarot reading.
From here, walls are torn and down. Should stay, but wanna run still.
The first card that I got in my reading is the Ten of Swords, and this comes up when you feel like you've been a victim in a situation and you're trying to push through something and overcome. The second card that I got in my reading is the Page of Swords, and this card is focused on bringing in new ideas and being curious about your environment and just wanting to learn more in general. And the last card in my reading is the Two of Wands, and this card is all about planning and manifesting your life. It means that you're stepping out of your comfort zone and are testing in new waters. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll guys join me across this journey. I'm super excited to get this started and to see what else is to come in 2019.
Knife caught inside my